my name is Elizabeth with Yogarific, and this is a great partnership with Wabano Center for Aboriginal Health. We'll be doing a series on yoga practices based on the 7 teachings. The theme of this practice will be wisdom. We'll be moving slowly, holding postures in stillness to cultivate the wisdom and the meditative state to know who you are, to know your true self. So we'll get started. We're going to get started in bound angle pose. So for this, you might need some blocks. We're going to come to lie back, allowing yourself to come down onto your back, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together, and let the knees fall apart. If you notice that there's pain in the inner thighs, in the knees, or even in the back, slide some blocks underneath your thighs for support. You can relax your hands down on either side of your body, but if you prefer, the palms can rest down onto the abdomen. Take a moment to close your eyes and allow yourself to arrive to your practice, taking this opportunity to soften your body, giving yourself the permission to let go of any active muscles in your body, to let go of any active thoughts in your mind. As you give yourself this opportunity to settle, begin to notice your breath. Allow for long inhales to breathe in through the nose, and long exhales to breathe out through the nose. As you inhale, direct the breath down into your abdomen. Let your belly swell up. Breathe up into your chest and all the way into your back. And as you exhale, breathe the breath out through the nose, from the back, the chest, and the abdomen. Long inhales to inflate your lungs. Long exhales to deflate your lungs. And as you continue to notice this breath, to focus on this breathing, take a moment to clear your mind. And as you clear your mind, I'd like you to give yourself permission to think of something that you do that brings you and others joy. Something good that you do that makes you and other people around you happy. This is your gift. Allow yourself to have the wisdom to know your gift, to know yourself. This is the theme of today's practice. Gently, still with this theme in mind and with your focus on the breath, we'll start to awaken the body. You can wiggle the fingers and toes. Begin to move the hands and feet. And we'll start to bring the legs towards one another, closing up the space between the legs. Sometimes you have to help yourself along. We'll bring the knees in towards the chest. And as you hold on to the knees, feel that your spine continues to relax down towards the mat. Feel the movement of your breath in and out through the nose. And we'll bring both hands towards the right knee. Exhale, lengthen the left leg forward, and relax it all the way down towards the mat. Breathe here. You can squeeze that right knee as much or as little as you like. You might feel your right thigh against the right side of your abdomen. You might notice the belly rising up with the inhale and falling down with the exhale. One more generous breath here. On your next inhale, bring the left knee back in towards your chest. Bring both hands towards the left knee and exhale the right leg out. Relax the right leg all the way to the floor. Again, you can hug that left knee as much or as little as you like, making the yoga pose comfortable. When this pose is comfortable, you can better clear your mind. Find that meditative space, allowing yourself to have that wisdom to know your true self. One more generous breath here. And on your inhale, you may bring the right knee back in towards the chest so that you may hold both knees in. And we'll roll over towards the right side. Taking your time, you can put the feet down, roll onto your right, and press the palms into the mat to help yourself come all the way up to sit. As you sit, take a moment to bring both the soles of the feet together. And we're going to keep the right leg out at the front and swing the left leg back. The legs should have about a 90-degree angle between them. But if you notice that it hurts the knees, you can always bend the knees a little bit more like Kelly, or you can keep your knees at a little bit more of a 90-degree angle. We're going to turn towards the right side, pointing the belly button towards the right. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine long, and as you exhale, allow the hands to walk forward. You might stay high on the palms. You might use the block like Kelly to support yourself. Or you might walk the hands a little bit farther down, maybe dropping the elbows and even the forehead towards the mat. This is deer pose. Let it be comfortable. Feel free to close the eyes and bring your attention in so that you may notice your body. If anything hurts, you can always draw yourself out. And with the help of your palms, still pressing down into the mat, we'll help ourselves slowly come up. Walk your hands up. Allow yourself to lengthen the spine, unravel the twist. And we'll bring the left leg back in, soles of the feet together for a moment, so that you can bring the right leg out. You can feel free to keep the knees at a 90-degree angle, but sometimes bending the knees a little bit more is helpful. We'll twist over towards the left side so that you can look towards the left knee. Feel free to stay nice and high for a moment. And as you exhale, walk the hands forward. You can stay high on the palms or feel free to use the blocks. You might walk the hands a little bit farther down. Maybe even the elbows will touch the mat. It's not a competition. when you find your way there, close the eyes, relax the shoulders. Notice your breathing. Long inhales that come in through the nose. Long exhales that move out through the nose. As you hold the posture, you might notice that it becomes comfortable to lower a little bit more, but don't force it. Listen to your body. One more delicious breath here. With the help of the palms pressing down into the mat, take the time to inhale, walk the hands back up, lengthen your spine back up. And we'll bring both legs back in towards the center. Close the legs up, and we're going to come lie down on the abdomen. So you can swing your legs off to one side, walk your hands forward, and allow yourself to come lie down on the abdomen. Let the tip of your nose touch down towards the mat. And we'll bring ourselves up into Sphinx pose. At any time, you can always come out of this pose. There should be no pain in your back. We'll walk the hands forward so that the elbows can rest about underneath the shoulders, about a 90-degree angle. But if this is painful, or if there's a little bit too much stretch in your back, walk your hands forward like Kelly. You can keep your elbows underneath the shoulders like Justin. You can let your head hang a little bit. Feel free to close your eyes. Again, there should be no pinching in your lower back. And you should be able to relax comfortably through the legs. Taking a few breaths here to feel how your belly expands onto the floor, onto the earth. With each inhale, feel the belly, the chest expand. And with each exhale, feel that gentle release. One more delicious long breath here. And as you exhale, you can walk the elbows out, slide the belly, the chest back down towards the floor. Let the tip of your nose touch down to the mat. Let the forehead come down to the floor. And we'll slide the hands out on either side of the chest. Press your hands and your knees down into the mat. And inhale, press yourself up through to table position. Bring your big toes together. Your knees can be together or apart. And as you exhale, reach the hips back towards the heels. You may let your forehead come down towards the earth or stack your fist, child's pose. We will hold child's pose here a moment, but make sure that it's comfortable for your knees, for your hips, and allow for relaxation in the neck. We're going to practice Brahmari breathing one time here. Brahmari breathing translates to bumblebee breath or honeybee breath. It's the sound that bees make when they're humming around. It's also the sound you make when you see a delicious piece of cake. It's also the sound you make when you hurt yourself or you're trying to soothe a sad or crying baby. So we'll do a nice long soundless inhale and a very long soundful exhale. Let's do this together. Inhale soundlessly. With the help of your palms down to the floor, on your inhale, help yourself back through to a table position. And from the table pose, we can bring the legs off to one side, slide them around towards the front, and come to sit with the legs out in front of you. See if you can try to point the toes up towards the ceiling, but if there's some pain in the back of the knee, then you can use an extra yoga mat or a blanket and just tuck it underneath the knees so they're supported in a bent way. Inhale here, try to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, start to walk your hands forward. You might hold onto your knees, walking the hands down your shins, or perhaps bringing the hands all the way to the ankles, maybe all the way to the feet, but it's not a competition. Close the eyes and focus on your breath. One more lovely long breath here. Good work. We'll inhale. Begin to walk the hands back up the legs. Lengthen your spine. Make sure that there's enough room behind you. We're going to come to lie down. So you might have to scooch forward. Let yourself come down with helping hands. As you lie down, you might choose to keep the knees bent. This is Ardha Shavasana, half corpse pose. But if it's comfortable for you to straighten out the legs, you can reach the heels towards the front corners of your mat. Let your feet flop out open. Feel free to relax the hands on either side of the body with the palms facing up. And take the time to let go of any active muscles. Let go now of any active control over your breathing. Close the eyes. Let relaxation wash over the entire body so that you may melt down into the earth. And take one last moment as you clear your mind to thank yourself for having made time for you today, for taking care of you, your body, your mind, and your spirit in order to cultivate a healthy space, a healthy body, for you to have the energy and health to care for others. You may allow yourself to rest here as long as you'd like. Simply letting yourself melt down into the mat, allowing yourself to be grateful for this time that you've set aside and the wisdom of your practice. Thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste.